Yo, what is up, guys? It's your main man, KiddStan, and we're back with another Finesse Kid video. So, as you guys can see, today we're going to be talking about Shinobi's story, and all, like, just basically Shinobi's story and all the game modes and stuff like that. Just basically explaining everything. So, like, I know there's been a lot of hype and a lot of news about the game recently, and everybody's trying to figure out, like, what's going on, what's this, what's that, because everyone's just kind of confused. Some people don't know how things are going to work. Some people don't know how, what game mode they'll be able to play and stuff like that. So I figured, you know what, I'm just going to make a really quick video that kind of just explains it, like, easily in the most simplest way that you guys can understand, because I feel like there's a lot of videos out there, and like there's a lot of videos out there that do kind of answer the questions, but it's like if you don't exactly know what the person is talking about, you know, it kind of doesn't really like give you a clue. It's more videos that just kind of like go into detail rather than explaining and answering questions. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to be your hero today and answer the questions. So basically, the different game modes. So Shinobi's story is going to be divided into multiple different game modes. Now this is what confused people, because people weren't exactly sure how the game was going to work. So now the game originally was supposed to be an extension for Naruto RPG Beyond, which was supposed to be a story mode that was inside that game, and then they decided, you know, Cara Bros, they decided they didn't want to have, like, they didn't want it to be just kind of an extension for that game anymore. They kind of wanted it to be its own new game and kind of just appeal. They wanted to be able to appeal to many different people, many different age groups of like people like that could kind of like, I guess, would you kind of like, so that people could have different options on what they like to play, how they like to play the game, all in one game, because they've been around for a really long time, all the way back to their online adventure games that, you know, some of us OGs really love and miss. And not only that, they have like their Naruto Gaiden and stuff like that. Like they have all these different concepts that they've had and tried and tested out throughout the years, that they've decided they're going to try to take all those concepts, take all the good, and try to leave out the stuff that people hate and kind of combine it into one game. So the first game mode, we have the MMO, right? So the MMO is free, but it uses the smallest map. So as you guys can see here, the MMO was supposed to come out today, but it got delayed by about, I want to say about 5 days. So it should be coming out, like, I want to say about, it was probably coming out next weekend, probably Friday, but either between Friday and Sunday, around that time. That's usually when they like to release their games, is on the weekends. But it did get delayed because there's a few stuff that they wanted to work on. At first, they were ahead in, like, they were ahead of what they're like of the process, but then they realized that there's like certain stuff that people are like looking forward to, and a lot of stuff that people wanted. So they decided, all right, we're gonna work on this so that people can get that when it comes out. So as you can see here, it uses the smallest map. It's really just a map that kind of like just has the villages and like the space, but there's not really much space between. It's not separated into like land of fire, land of water, and everything. It's really just separated by village instead of having a village in their own nation or quote unquote country. As you guys can see here, you have the sand, and then as soon as you leave the sand, it's like the hidden leaf, like right there. And then as soon as you like leave the leaf, you can end up in the land of iron, or you can end up in the hidden cloud village, or Kirigaki. I'm pretty sure that's what those are. That's what it looks like, at least. I could be wrong. I can't exactly see too well. But and then I believe that's the hidden stone. Yeah, so I would assume that this is the hidden cloud just because that's what I see. I see those white clouds there, and if anything, that would be it. And then, so for the open origin mode, everyone's been confused on how origin is going to work, because some people heard it was closed community, some people heard that some people had access to it, some people heard that you would like have to pay, and all those are correct. All those answers are correct. So the origin, the open origin is free to everyone, literally meaning you do not have to pay whatsoever. So the MMO is supposed to be more of like a Naruto Gaiden type of thing, where basically you have a choice of what you want to use, it's kind of like more of like the more style that we're used to of being able to kind of spin for stuff. You can spin for your natures and Genkais and stuff like that, and for your clans. And you basically, it's like Naruto Gaiden, where you have to do kind of like little mini games in order to like basically obtain certain abilities, where at the same time you're not just kind of there sitting counting numbers for your EXP bar. This game will not have an EXP bar. They've already announced that there will be EXP, but it'll be kind of more of like a NO2 type feeling, NO2 and Sakura type feeling, where you have like a certain EXP requirement, but you can't really tell when or like how far your progression is. You just kind of gotta keep training until you're lucky enough to like rank up or something like that. But the open origin will be free and open to everyone, and it'll be using the media map, as you guys can see here. Now the media map is a little bit bigger, slightly bigger. I wouldn't say it's too bigger. Has a few extra areas in it. So this is where they'll have like basically you just kind of do your own thing. Well, like I'm not sure if they're having villages for the open origin. I haven't really been keeping up with the open origin just because I'm in the close community. So that's kind of what I've been paying attention to. So it's kind of just like it's the same thing as the other origins, but it's not like you it's not like you're gonna be like with us, I guess you can say. You're not gonna have a full taste of what we're having. And then for the open origin overkill map, which is basically the full map, the full origin game, where you have access to everything and all that stuff. You have access to the same stuff, but in this map it won't have the YouTuber Kages. I mean, it'll have them, but they won't be running the villages basically. So I know a lot of the YouTubers still plan on playing the overkill paid access map, just because, like, you know, the closed community is not coming out for like 3 to 4 weeks after, at most. That's what they said. They said it's not coming out for a while after the game is released. So the whole point, and some people like wonder like, oh, why would I want to play on this map? Well, that's because I guess it kind of like just weeds out like the people who are going to be more competitive and like somewhat, I don't want to say serious, but take the game more legit. I guess it'll be better competition because people are paying $250 in order to play the game, so people are going to obviously try a lot harder. It's gonna kind of just like weed out the exploiters and stuff like that, and the glitchers and whatnot. Kind of just like, you know, kind of just filter out the game, the toxicity in the community, because people would like, you know, wouldn't just pay $250 on multiple alts or stuff like that to be toxic and exploit and stuff like that. Obviously there's still going to be some people who do that, but it's going to weed out and filter that out, and also gives you access to the full map, which allows you to basically just get a full taste on what the game is like. And then you have open origin overkill releases, or close. I don't know why I said open. Close origin. I don't know why I was reading this. That like threw me off right there. So you have the close origin overkill, which is basically closed community. It's gonna be basically you kind of just you spawn into a village. You spawn with your natures and your Keiki Genkai and your clan and stuff like that. So I will tell you this, that the YouTuber Kages were given like, I believe 10 to 15 slots. I believe it was 10 at first, and then it got increased to 15 slots to kind of pick people who they wanted to be hardcoded into their villages. Some villages may have slots open by the time this comes out. Some may have all of them filled up. You just kind of have to like keep on stay vigilant and keep the lookout, because some people I believe got removed, some people were added. You know, some Kages kept spots open, some Kages had spots open that were filled up. So that is coming out 3 to 4 weeks, I believe, the earliest after the main game is released. So you guys probably won't get those those videos until later on. And basically you just spawn in game, you're born into a village, except for those people who are selected by those Kages. Those people automatically get hard-coded into the Kages that picked them into their village. So for example, I was picked by Main to be in the Hidden Cloud village, so I'm hard-coded to spawn into the Hidden Cloud. Now that's going to be I don't know if they're calling it Wave 0, I believe is what we're gonna call it, because basically it's just like those few people that the Kage's picked that are gonna be playing the game, and it's gonna be about like, I would say like 100 to 150 players max. I'm not sure, because like I said, I don't know if Otogakure and the Land of Iron were allowed to like pick people too, but so basically we're just gonna be testing the game out, see how it works, kind of like just see the fluidity, or see how fluid it is, and just basically keep playing the game to try to find glitches and bugs. And then, you know, after that, the Kages will decide when they want to accept more people. So the Kages will be controlling the waves, and that's because they feel like the YouTuber Kages kind of have like a public image that they have to uphold. So they'll be like the most fair and non-biased people, because, you know, they usually have like a fan base or something like that watches them and follows them and what they're doing. So they're obviously not going to be biased and try to do all this nonsense if they have like thousands of people, you know, who are kind of just like keeping an eye out for whatever they're doing. So that's one of the main reasons why YouTubers are picked as Kage. A lot of people say it was just because of clout, but it was mainly just because they felt like that the YouTubers would probably be the most fair and non-biased people to pick, which I do agree with. But yeah, basically the Kages do decide when waves happen and how many people get accepted, and so on and so forth. So that's basically just the details of Shinobi's story and why the game isn't out yet. I decided I wanted to do a quick video for you guys to explain everything. I didn't go into too details for every game mode and what it's like, just because like there's other videos out on there and I don't want to try to reinvent the wheel or something. So I just decided I'd explain, kind of like condense the explanation for you guys. Now with that being said, if this video was helpful, you guys are excited about Shinobi's story, so let me know down below if you had to pick throughout all the Sage modes and Kekkei Genkais and Natures, what would you pick? Like, what would your moveset look like? Not only that, if you guys did enjoy the video, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you are subscribed and haven't done so, hit the notification bell so you know when your boy uploads another dope video just like this one. That being said, until next time guys, we are out. Please don't throw your love away. Yeah. I'm nauseous, I'm dying. Can't find her, someone